All right. Welcome, 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 everyone. If you are in the room, I want to say woohoo! Woohoo! Or you can do better than that. We want some energy. That smile, get that happy juice in, right? And let's say woohoo! Woo! All right. Welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, that happened. Welcome, welcome to NVU. It's our Saturday Blitz here in Atlanta, Georgia. And I am Zudian Coleman, Dr. Zudian Coleman. I'm a holistic chiropractor in the Atlanta area and Conyers, actually. So I have a passion for health and wellness. I actually started my career maybe 17 years ago. I know I look a little young, but I've had to deal with this all my life. Started wearing glasses so I could look a little older, but I don't know if it's working. But in the long run, I've been able to help a lot of people along the way, which is really my purpose. And so I'm just glad that you guys are here because I feel that people who are here in the room right now were meant to be here. Earlier we had our first session, and there were some people who were they thought the thought that they wanted to be in a business and help other people and had the same motto we had, and then they passed ways with someone that was in the elevator. Next thing you know, they were in the seat over here. So you see how important what you're thinking and how you invite certain things into your space by your thoughts. In the Bible, it says, "As a man thinketh." So you have to think it first, and then have faith that it's going to happen, right? Even though you have no clue how it's going to happen, it just happens. So, I believe in that holistically, and I'm thinking everyone who's sitting here was meant to be right where they are right now, right here. Okay? So I want to bring up a very special person to me. She has been a mentor for me for the past couple of years. We used to trade the stocks back in the days, not so long ago, but maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. Before COVID, at least 2 years before COVID. I have to do it that way. It's like before Christ, before COVID. And, learned a lot about the trading platform. And she had bigger dreams. And as a result, created a sistership or sisterhood called the Global Women's Wealth Warriors. And as a result, not only was I in that group, I felt that sisterhood, and it was all about what I wanted, growth. Yes, I'm a doctor, I have practice and all this stuff, but sometimes you feel stagnant. Sometimes you feel like you want us to do something different than patient care, something that's more exciting. And I thought, trading was exciting. I would get up 3 in the morning to do all of that. But one way or the other, she always figured out how to do things smarter and not harder. And so we found other ways to make money or extra income. And so, one of the goals is, have at least 7 streams of income. And long story short, she introduced us to this vehicle, and it was Nvisionu. And just listening to the word envision, you gotta envision yourself where you want to be. Okay, so she's gonna come in and talk to us about the culture of Nvisionu. But I want to tell you a little bit about Miss Renee. Not only is she my mentor, but she has a very long list of accolades here, so I don't want to miss any of it. She's a global keynote speaker from US to Africa to Dubai. She's an award winner for women and girls empowerment. One of Georgia's most influential women. As a matter of fact, she's a runway model for Essence. And also award winner, winning golfer, 3 times marathon, 13K runner. She has the legs for it, so I definitely believe that. Not only is she about empowering and educating and bringing values to women through financial literacy, health and wellness, mind transformation. She's also head of the Breakfast Club on Clubhouse, and we have a book club, all these things that create more sisterhood for everyone. So, if you don't get anything from hearing about a business today, you have been introduced to a sisterhood that, we care about women and how they, manage their life and their health and their wellness. So she's traveled the world, and that's one of the other reasons why I wanted. I hang on to her. I love traveling too. So it's always good to travel with someone. I was a lone traveler. Get on a plane, go. But it's nothing like going with your sisters, and you plan out stuff and you get things done, and you have something to talk about when you come back. She's been to Africa, Europe, Bahamas, Bermuda, Canada, Cayman Islands, Dominican Republic, France, Jamaica, Italy, London, Mexico, Panama, Puerto Rico, the UAE, Dubai. I remember that trip when she went there. And just an all-around woman of excellence. And without further ado, I want to introduce the one and only Miss Renee Noor. Get up and give a hand of applause. Woo!
Introduction. Oh my goodness. Oh, time has gone by so fast, guys. It's been like 4 years now.
Mm-hmm.
4 years. And as she was talking about that 2 a.m. in the morning, guys, trading.
Yeah.
I remember even going to London, trading, as well as even trading right there in Dubai. And oh my God. Now look at us.
We found it better, right?
Now, girl.
We have more time for other things.
I knew we had more time for other things. But one of the greatest things I will say, guys, thank you. Thank you for just making the decision. Whoever invited you out, you want to make sure you send them a thank you letter or even a text message, because it's really all about timing. Can everybody say it's all about timing?
It's all about timing.
That's right, it's all about timing. Because timing is one of the things that we just truly, truly have to appreciate. And I want to ask, I always like to know, who traveled the farthest? Where'd you travel from, beautiful? Chattanooga, Tennessee. Anybody travel farther than Chattanooga, Tennessee? No? Going once, going twice? Well, baby, we got a gift for you, okay? Because that's what we're doing now.
Woo! Yeah!
From New Orleans, Louisiana, we always like to give lanyard. Absolutely. So you came, how did you hear about this opportunity?
Miss Tamara.
Ooh, wee!
I love her. Awesome.
Talk to me. Come on over here. I want to hear. So what did you talk to me about? Thank you to Miss Tamara, introducing us to you. What did you do? What was your takeaway?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yes, I want you to be honest. Don't you lie to me today.
I'm not. But I will say, so our boys play basketball with each other.
Okay.
Communication go a long way.
Yeah.
So as we talk more. And we started talking a lot. And then she invited me out to the, what house was that?
Vince Murphy.
Vince Murphy house.
Okay,
That was my
yes.
first time ever being, first experience, the whole 9 years. I signed up that day.
Yes.
Wow.
The energy, right?
The energy, I loved it. Oh my goodness. And I follow her and I love it.
I love it. Tall girls look good hanging together.
I love
Okay,
it.
come on. My daughter, she's tall like you. She plays basketball. And yeah, she actually would have been here. She's taking care of, she has 3 dogs. But you know what the great part about it? Energy always attracts energy.
Yeah.
And that is, ooh wee. Let me share with you. I'm gonna share a great story. Go ahead, have a seat. Give her a round of applause. Timing is everything. And the gentleman that you spoke about, 2018 is when I first got into the space what Dr. Z was talking about with whole trading, Forex, and actually that's where I first met also the founder of Nvisionu, Mr. David Nvisionu. So right after the pandemic, guys, when I first saw David Nvisionu, he had me at hello. Because not only was his leadership, everybody say leadership. Leadership from day one was consistent, but also he had something that I desired. He had something I desired. How many of you guys put yourself in situations and you know for sure, like you said, you saw Miss Tamara, do you feel as if she has something that you desire?
Yes.
Absolutely. Not only did he know how to carry himself, but also I watched him take a company to $1 billion sales revenue. That's right. 2018, 2002, what is it, 21, 22 billion dollars now. And I saw him leave from a 300,000, so everybody say 300,000.
300,000.
To $1 million days.
Wow.
That's a wow factor,
Nah.
okay? So not only does he have my attention, I'm all in. Say, I'm all in.
I'm all in.
That's what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about timing, leadership, and understanding what to do when these times present themselves. Guys, I come from the banking industry for more than 13 years. I was vice president of two banks, Washington Mutual as well as SunTrust Bank. And okay, so in addition to that, travel the world as an international model, but I knew I wanted more. How many of you guys know you wanted more out of life? It's like you're just getting just enough, but you're not getting over, right? It's like, what am I doing? And every time I look up, it's like another building being built. And I'm like, man, but that's no brown people money. And then I look around and I'm like seeing other people advancing, but I'm like, man, no brown people advancing. So I said, God, give me an opportunity so therefore I can be in position to help more brown people. I'm grateful that the whole Forex exchange market did give me the ability to learn more about wealth. In addition to that, it made me also get aligned with amazing leadership. Did I say everybody say leadership? Say it again. Leadership. Leadership is everything, okay? So I did take that jump, and sometimes you just have to jump, even though you don't see the entire staircase. Sometimes you just need to see that one stair, okay? Just that one stair. So I did that. When this opportunity came about, let's go ahead on and give it up to the fabulous, and I say this right now, Dr. Michelle Evangelista, global icon, the sister with the prayers, as well as the sister that always like to dance, all right?
I know.
You're gonna hear more about Dr. Michelle. She is now our amazing Ruby in the house. Baby, let me tell you, when Michelle and I, we traveled to Africa together. We've done some things already together, so we already had that bond, that sisterhood, and also the credibility. And that's important, so we can already feel each other's energy. When she brought this idea to me, or when she presented this opportunity to me, I was busy. How many of you guys be so busy until you're just like, oh, girl, I'm too busy for that. And I told her that, and I was literally getting ready to travel to go to DC. We were celebrating 31 days for breast cancer survivors. So as I was traveling to DC, then went to Chicago, then went to a couple other places, I had 5 people, say 5.
5.
5 people to give me a phone call. Now, mind you, Michelle was the first person that followed up with me with this opportunity. 5. I mean, influencers had gave me a phone call. Renee, I want you to come and check this out. I want you to come. I'm like, you know what? I said, okay, Michelle. When I came back from Chicago, I said, what is this about? Because now I have way too many people calling me right now about this opportunity. And I said, the only person I'm going to go with is you because of leadership and loyalty. Sometimes we don't have loyalty. I always think it's important for us to really start nurturing relationships that way. So when I reached out to Michelle, she said, it's David and Munitier. I'm like, you got my attention, let's go. So I definitely followed up with not only David and Munitier, she got her sponsor on the call, which is Ms. Angela Crochet, and everything is history, guys. We are here now. We're gonna not only talk about one of the most phenomenal industries where it relates to health and wealth. Everybody say health and wealth.
Health and wealth.
But I want you guys to really envision yourself as healthy as well as wealthy, because that's what the company wants you to do. Thanks to Ivan Tapia alongside with David Munitier, this company is not only built with a solid foundation, but it's built with also the right leadership. Leadership is everything. They've already poured in $5 million into this
my stage. You that I signed up on October 15th, and this is the first time that I've made so much money in a business like this in 38 days. And ranked moved 5 ranks. And the good thing about this company is that they make a compensation plan so attractive. And so I'm gonna call the expert. When I say the expert, this woman is just phenomenal when it comes down to talking about money. She's someone that I met about 5-6 years ago, in another life, in another business. Person there to teach us how to, to work that business. And I'm telling you, you gotta get up out of your seats and let me introduce to you and present to you none other than our own Tamara Minto, mother, a beautiful woman of God who loves people, and she's here to tell us about how we're gonna make this money, how we're gonna put the health and the wealth together, because some people have the health and they don't have the wealth. Some people have the wealth and they don't have the health. But in Nvisionu, we're putting both of them together, and so she's gonna come and put the icing on the cake. Come on, let's hear it for her. I can dance my way out. Hey, hey, hey,
I love it.
Dancing.
Listen, ladies, we have been here all day. And I'm telling you, it's such an exciting time to really be able to have something at your fingertips that you can offer someone a solution. Guys, my mentor, Mrs. Angela Crochet, she talked about her, says this all the time. You gotta get away from people that have your problem and get in the environments of people that have your solution. And that's exactly what we've done, what I've done over the last 8 years. And I'm telling you, I have a corporate background. I'm licensed in real estate, definitely an avid investor. I think it's so incredibly important for you to have more than one stream of income. Because I was an example of only having one and having that snatched from me. And I made a clear decision that I would never give any company that much control ever again. I would always have more than one stream. So when this industry was reintroduced to me, someone say reintroduced, say reintroduced, right? I say that because everyone has touched the industry of direct sales. Yes or yes?
Yes.
We've either purchased the product, gotten our face painted, right? Pampered. There's so many different things out there, but I'm telling you, there was a season in my life where I was invited to an event similar to this. And I knew what I was going to. It was an opportunity meeting. Someone said, hey, we're going to go sell some coffee. And I'm like, I don't like coffee, right? Now I enjoy coffee. But I said, I knew what it was. I said, sure, I'll come and I'll support. But there was a season in my life, and everyone knows there's always a shift. Shift constantly happens, but you have to be ready to receive it. And I listened to the information. Everything made sense. Guys, if the information makes sense, health is a $1 trillion industry, right? People are constantly buying things to have good energy, good sleep, weight, right? Control. People are constantly buying things like that, right? So when you think about the e-learning space, I am telling you, we were just talking earlier, learning is not something that you stop doing. People are constantly learning new things. Whether you're going back to school, right, getting more loans, etc., people are constantly, how can I get myself a skill that I can learn more? Our products alone will be able to position you to have different income. Because a skill that you learn, no one can take it away from you. Nobody. You only get better at it, right? So I love the simplicity of our program. But then when you really think about it, to have the fact to have those two platforms in your hand, of industry, e-learning is over $100 billion today, projected to do over $325 billion by 2025. Now, as an investor, I want everyone to put your business hat on. Wouldn't it be great to be at the forefront of that before it gets to $325 billion? Yes?
Yes.
Right?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. So our products and services serve people that are looking for information. Now, the business side of it, which I began to really understand in this industry, I didn't want to hear from anyone that didn't have success. I didn't. Because one thing I recognize, it is the only industry that's created the most millionaires. The only industry. It makes on an annual basis more than the NFL, the movie industry, but a lot of people don't really understand that. And I recognize in that season where I knew that it had to be something more, that I recognized the leadership. So I wanted to hear from people who had the success. Period, end of story. Right? And the fact that this industry is compensating you from doing something you already do. And that's refer someone to something. Some movie, some nail tech, some hairstylist. We are already doing this. I got a message from Instacart because I order my groceries. Don't judge me, right? That, hey, you know what? If you share this with a friend, we'll give you $20 off of your next delivery or your next order, right? We're constantly doing this. Companies constantly doing this, right? But here's the difference between traditional business marketing and the industry of direct sales marketing. In the traditional business, you have a product or service, right? Right? When you open up a business, you got to have something to sell, right? Mm-hmm. Now, traditionally, how would people know about what you have? You got to market. You got to advertise. You have to spend money to actually make money. And that's traditional way of doing marketing. I have a 12-year background in marketing and advertising as a strategic marketer. I am telling you, when people drop $10,000 on a one-day ad, that's just one day in the paper. Can you imagine what people are spending on commercials? The Super Bowl, people spend millions of dollars to get in front of an audience because they need customers. 30 seconds. 30 seconds, thank you. And then on top of it, now the audience is on social media. I mean, it's incredible. If you have over 20,000, 30,000, millions, this is exactly why people are now shifting their advertising dollars. And hold on, if I could get Kim Kardashian to wear my swimsuit, this could go viral. Money, influence, traditional way of marketing. In this industry, the way the companies can actually get the word out, the message out, is by people. Impact, right? Have I impacted anyone to hear something that can change their life? The company's going to compensate me for it, right? And I love this because it's really teamwork, to be honest. Because the reality is when I break down this compensation plan, you begin to understand work works. So when I begin to realize, shift my mind, those who have not had the success versus those who have, it's really about who mentors you in this space that have had the success to help you along the way. And that's powerful. So in this business model, the company doesn't pay advertising. All they do is pay the people who choose to share the information. Because there's a lot that don't, and they just want to be a customer. That's great. Allow the skill set to serve you. Allow the products to serve you. Right now, when we move, we'll shift in a little bit, but I want to talk to you about the ways that we actually get paid in this compensation plan. Because the reality is, once they pay you, then who actually gets involved? The customer, right? So, welcome to my commercial. Right? So how do you actually get started, right? You heard about the services, you heard about the product. They are 6 different packs right here. So what do they actually mean? There's a gold, silver, and a bronze, right? I say this, wherever your budget allows position, right? Because this company's positioned to do $100 million in its first year. We have not even launched yet. The official launch takes place in Vegas in January. Oh, y'all weren't excited about that.
Yes!
Part of Nvisionu.
Ruby
You
Run.
already know what January truly means. The official launch of the first fully owned and operated minority company to reach $100 million in its first year. That's a big deal. So when I see something like this, immediately,
I'm Renee Noor, model, creative director, founder of Global Women Wealth Warriors, Wellness Hub, and GW3 Magazine. I dedicated my life and devoted my career into helping women and girls to achieving their goals. I've been passionate about empowering women and enriching men. This opportunity in working with the Global Women Wealth Warriors have afforded me the pleasure of traveling outside of the country to be a support unit, most importantly, to help impact and change lives. Our ultimate purpose is to help others to become whole from finance, spiritual, mental, as well as physical. We know there are challenges and obstacles to get you to the next level. However, it's time for you to level up, boss up, and welcome to Power to Soar.
and then say, okay, what's next, right? You gotta know why you're starting. That's one. That's going to keep you. Then you want to know, okay, what do I do next? Be a product of the product, right? Whether you're starting with the products or the course, you want to be able to get in right away to see how does this actually work. What's going to be your testimony, right? Set up 4 meetings. What does that mean? You see this with Miss Dr. with Miss, I want to call you Dr. Renee.
Yes, please do.
Right?
I received that.
That she, that she literally put this together. This is incredible. Great space, right?
Yes.
Right? Great space to be able to have it available for you to invite your guests in. You don't have to know everything. Just bring the people, right? And then allow the information to let them make a decision, right? That's a meeting or a Zoom. We're doing a launch call at 8 p.m. tonight via Zoom, right? That's a meeting. Allow us to help you, and then we can take it further and be here 18 months from now, right? Success is not success overnight.
As millionaires.
I'm telling you, most people think you get rich overnight, and that's one myth that I do
It's
not
not a sprint,
like
it's a marathon.
to speak about. People can get rich quick, but please understand, people have the process before the opportunity comes into their hands. So you can't compare your race to anyone else.
Say that again.
Yeah. What did I just say?
They've gone through the process.
They
before.
go through the
Yes.
process before
That's
the opportunity drops in your lap. You don't know anyone's process, the years that they've put in work to now say, wow, this opportunity, I'm going to run with it, right? People have success quickly, but it's not really quick. It's what have they gone through for that to actually happen, right? So give yourself time. David says this all the time. He's been in this industry 18 years. Yeah, making $1 million a day sounds awesome, but that's his $1 million a day. He's been in this 18 years. Can you imagine the mindset that you have to actually make $1 million in one day?
It's gonna happen.
It's absolutely, claim it. You gotta claim it. So that's why I say whatever you're believing for, you can absolutely have. But you gotta decide if you're just gonna believe big, right? So guys, I'm excited. We have concluded on this Blitz here, the first Blitz in Atlanta. Yes? All right. Music is energy. Energy is everything. Oh, Vegas, guys. Thank you for pulling this up. I am telling you, that launch in Vegas is going to be incredible. Guys, virtual access is only $97. That's it. To tap into multi-millionaires at the Eric Worre Studio, right? To share the vision of Nvisionu for 2023. And when I tell you we are connected to visionary leaders, it's not even a game, right? That is happening in January. Get your ticket. It's only $97, but let me tell you a secret. People that are getting $97, now this price is for those, when you clear, you're gonna be a ruby, right? Now, Lakeisha already have on the red suit.
So she's ready. There you go. Ruby walk, Ruby run.
I'm telling you, you have no idea how things could change overnight,
Yeah.
right? This is for Ruby, because saying you're going to be in the room. But
I'm
guys,
there, baby.
That's right.
You're there,
there.
baby. You're there.
People, even if they just getting started, they're flying out to Vegas. It's something about being in the environment. It's something about being in the environment that shifts everything. So I'm excited. I don't care which one you get. You need a ticket, right? But I'm telling you, it's gonna be incredible. We're super excited because when you feel the energy of our CEO, especially when they're very clear, they are going to lead with God in the center, period, in the story, and love people. So I'm excited because I'm